Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've just written this has just come through. It's called Through the Mist and Fog They Came. Through the mist and fog they came, silent as the night, to settle up all scores to hand, to gift all blind with sight. Riding upon the words of God, they left untruth behind, for through the mist and fog they came, silent as the night. They are the gliding warriors, from far and wide they came, to infiltrate society, corruption and fear they would tame, to blend within the structure, to cease the fixing of the game. They are the gliding warriors, and from far and wide they came. Mentioned within prophecy, the change is now to hand, where each and every living being are made to understand, be that of the spirit or within the form of man. As mentioned within prophecy, the change is now to hand. Upon the hill of ignorance sit those of illusion's power, now holding breath with heavy heart, about to face their tower. Once sweeter than the honey, taste of life hath become sour, as those upon the hill of ignorance face their final hour. Abrupt be the eruption that doth liberate each soul. Stealth of the Almighty begets the cat that catches vole. With freedom accompanies duty, yet not one as of parole. Abrupt be the eruption that shall bring the conscious home. Then, condemned to history, actions Creator had to take, to educate the self once more for all creation's sake. To make safe of the haven, one must defang the snake, and then condemned to history, actions Creator had to take. What brought about the calling that so many still deny? 'Twas by all that of suffering, creation could not ignore the cry. All angelic forces make the web to catch the fly, and reveal that of the calling that so many still deny. Through the mist and fog they came, silent as the night, to settle up all scores to hand, to gift all blind with sight. Riding upon the words of God, they left all untruth behind, for through the mist and fog they came, silent as the night. By George, by John, and by bloody Jiminy. Eh? Ooh. Could have some. We need some right ambient music behind that, don't we? I'm probably not going to change it though, the music that I do use, because it's a theme now, isn't it? But I don't know, with that through the mist and fog they came, it's like, you know, I mean, I can hear a different kind of music, and I can sing. It's almost like eerie, isn't it? Well, eerie. I don't know. It's just like it's like when you see those films and you don't hear anything. You just see the boat coming out of the mist, you know, from the seas, I suppose. Anyway, it's just me. That's just me. But yeah, well, like I've said before many times, I can only write what comes through, so it depends on where we're at as to what we connect with beyond the veil, as it were, and what filters through. So I must admit I'm a little bit disappointed with myself at the moment, but only because I'm too hard on myself, really. And that's because I'd started a fast, and then I'd got 40 hours into my fast, and then I thought, no, you have something to eat, you need to have something to eat. And then I've had something to eat, but I ate too much. And it's like, so I've been a bit hard on myself about that. And I know it's something to note to some folk, lucky enough to have some folk, lucky enough to have the choice to fast, Put it like that when you put it in perspective. But each and every individual's on their own individual path on this journey of life, journey of learning, and that's all it is, isn't it? Learning about yourself, and that's what I'm doing. It's a new way of living that I'm trying to embrace, or I am embracing, and it's just that period of change, It's that out with the old version of self and in with the new. So, and that's the way I want to live. I don't want to be. It's not all about food and how much you can get down here and all the rest of it. It really isn't. And I don't believe that we need as much intake as we do. This is my own, and it's very much a part of a spiritual journey that I have to be on. It's like a pilgrimage that I'm on. That's a great word for it. Yeah. It's like a pilgrimage. In olden days, when they used to walk from, wherever, England to Rome, for their own whatever, that were their pilgrimage, wasn't it? A lot of, I say they, those, them, others. But I feel that this is mine, and it's what I have to do. So, and sometimes in life, when we do set about something and then I don't think it's that we give in. I think everything happens in divine timing anyway. So but like I say, it's all about learning about self, isn't it? So when we're too harsh on ourselves because we set ourselves a target and then, and we don't reach anywhere near that target, it's a stepping stone. We have to look at all these, as some will see as setbacks, as stepping stones. It's a point where we are at on our journey where we get to measure how far we've come. And that's the thing. That's what many of us don't do. We don't look at where we're at on our journey as opposed to where we don't look back. No, I got that right. We don't look back and see how far we've come. So we don't look where we're at on a journey as opposed to where we were, and that's something what we must do periodically, because otherwise we could just be wrapped up in the self. We judge ourselves too much. We can be too harsh on ourselves, and to some others it might think, well, what's he on about? It's something to know. Not when you're on the journey. Not when it's your journey. No. And it depends on how you are made. It depends on your, on your emotional, and how you're built emotionally. We can just be too. It depends on your star sign. It does. Depends on what time you were born. It does all that sort of stuff. It all depends on where you originate from. Depends on what your mission in life is. Anyway, so so I wanted to read that. I want to read them all now. So it's called "Through the Mist and Fog They Came," and it's all about great change that's happening within creation. And it is exciting. It is to see, and it's self-mastery. That's it. That's what it boils down to. Self-mastery. So wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, may you become the master creator. May you master your own creations. That's it for now. Take care.